Yes.
Are you ready, ma'am?
I don't know what to expect, but like, I need to. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm nervous because y'all are my parents, but
yes, we are. We are that.
And should we be nervous? We should be nervous.
A little too excited. She's a little too excited, so I don't know.
Are you nervous?
No, but I'm probably going insane and don't know it.
You ready for the questions, Reagan? As ready as you are going to be.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Right. Babe, you ready to get this one? We get to ask all kinds.
I have a feeling I should be concerned.
Y'all got different questions?
I will not turn it down.
Oh, we got a bunch.
Look at all this. Look at all of this. Look at that. You're going to be here a while. You'll be here a while.
Screw. Oh, let's lay some ground rules that we will not be parents in this.
Are you saying that for me? Is this for me?
I'm saying this especially for you. America, this is the reason why this has been recorded. This is being recorded. This could not be live. Because we might need to edit out some momdom. All right?
Or some daddom.
I don't know. Daddy good. Daddy is
Please don't let it be a parent one, mama, please. Please. We can, if you want us to talk after this, we can.
Okay.
Look, she the same thing with the other ones.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so first question is, what is your relationship like with your mother and father?
Are we going into that right there?
Yes.
Okay.
What is your relationship like with your mother and father? Y'all notice a theme here?
Because like you see them as parents, and then when you get older, you're like, wait, they have feelings. Wait, they go through things. You know, like it just. So,
they have feelings too.
Yeah,
they're
it's a
human.
whirlwind of emotions. So
yeah.
Yeah, but I think now it's been great. Now it's kind of become like more best friends, if anything. I've had to be more vulnerable, very transparent.
People that I could really like, look up to like that because I don't have any other, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not mentored by anybody per se.
Okay.
A lot of my friends are older than me, but they're not that much older than me. So, yeah, y'all are who I would actually know that's tangible that I can say. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to get you some mentors.
I'm sorry.
Cause these two right here, I don't know about them.
What?
We are alike.
Yes, y'all are.
least.
But you know, I think it's a good thing though because y'all are great.
I'm talking about you and I. He's talking about you and I.
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about us, right?
Nah, I'm talking about me and you.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh,
I'm like you.
Ooh. See, y'all, this is why we talk about communication. Because good communication is not that you don't make mistakes.
That is true.
Good communication is that you work through it to get an understanding.
Very, very good.
All right.
Well said.
So, no, I was saying, you need more mentors than just me and mine. So, I'm just joking.
I mean, I think it's good that I have y'all as a.
Yeah.
I mean,
group
first and
though.
foremost, I think
Yeah,
so.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll take it. We'll take that. What annoys you the most about your parents' relationship?
Oh my goodness!
Why
Let
you
me
bring
pull
it to
out
parents?
Let me pull out my
These
files.
are necessary questions. For
I
this
have a designated file.
one. This one was the one who she
Coined
deemed
the term.
coined the term marriaging.
Yeah,
Like
they were marrying one morning, and me and my sister's room are above their bathroom, so it was like,
Okay, which one is me? Which one is me? Which one is me?
My mom was.
So the one over
The right
here
one.
is Baba.
No, over yourself and come to terms with what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying, and you listen to what she's saying.
Hey,
Sure that you got that
You was
together.
doing okay.
I'm just saying, like it
You
would
did
be
it.
something
You
like
said it
so, like minute, and they're just like going at it. And I'm like, it's not that serious, y'all. That would be the only time that I would say it's annoying when y'all just can't see eye to eye sometimes, and it's the simplest of stuff.
If she would just see it,
I'm like, this is what I gotta look forward to.
What annoys me the most would probably, I guess, from a child's standpoint, say like when there is a disagreement, it like reminds me that marriage isn't a fairy tale. Like, so I'll say that annoys me because I know myself, like not because y'all handle it well, but it's just like I be thinking, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for marriage. Because I'll be like, yeah, you want to disagree with me? It's either you see it like me or you don't, and maybe this isn't gonna work.
Oh, yeah,
but
wow,
yeah,
you said it. You said that y'all a lot alike. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I see it.
I feel like y'all can be
super duper parents,
overprotective and like
I heard
strict
the super
sometimes.
Okay, overprotective and strict. Okay.
And strict sometimes still.
Okay.
Even because you're 19.
Yes, I am 19, turning 20 in like 5 months.
Oh, she's counting. Okay.
I am not, but I know what month we're in. So yeah, I think sometimes it's like, but that goes along with learning the adulthood of our relationship, because y'all did it with Angel and y'all did it with Zoe and Jessica, but y'all are I'm a whole new child, you know.
And each one was different.
So I think it falls into that. So sometimes it can be kind of annoying when they're blowing up my phone thinking I'm on the side of a ditch dead, but other than that, let me see.
So
I think
the two youngest, just being the two youngest is just like,
I feel like it's even harder.
Yeah, because it's the babies.
Yes.
Because it's the babies, and they're like they were the babies, and they were
Well, I don't have that problem.
And then me and Reagan were always together, so when me and Reagan aren't together, it's like she's dead. Like it's just like like I can't take a breath. No. You know.
Anyway,
and I know that's not what y'all mean, but I'm just.
Well, we appreciate you for that answer, and we'll move on to the next question.
Are you currently in a relationship right now?
No, I'm not.
Wait, what was that?
I am not.
It's a threefold question. Are you in a relationship? Do you like not being in a relationship? And why would you say that you are not in a relationship? Hey guys.
We hope you're enjoying the show.
Yes. Now, many of you ask, where are they now, right? Well, here's where you can find out. You can find out in our new interactive ebook, How We Manifested Our Extreme Makeover, right? Where you're going to find out about our pre-extreme makeover experience, our during the extreme makeover, and the post, what we've been up to lately.
Yes.
Experience.
Get the inside scoop from the perspective of the girls and Eric and I, from birthday parties to blessing parties to community events and family events. I mean, we've done them all right here.
Right here. So get your copy today. Hit the link and pre-order your copy today.
Of How We Manifested Our Extreme Makeover. Pre-order your copy
today.
Oh, because it's ghetto out here. It's ghetto. We're not doing this today. I'm not. I literally, and y'all know this, I'm trying my best to remain like positive with the set of men that have been released into the world and stuff. They are strange.
Who let the dogs out?
They function in a way that doesn't sit right with me. I've had a taste and I don't like it. Send it back to the kitchen.
Wow.
So it's just like that. I mean, I'm not. For one, I'm not hungry for it right now. But would it be nice? Yes, it would be nice. Okay. It definitely would be nice. But it's, I know that I have quite a few things that I want to get together for myself, by myself and stuff, so that I can honestly really attract better. Because one thing that I have noticed is I've attracted like just the same type of dude recently. Like they'd be tatted up, 5'11". Some of them would be
the height.
I'm just saying that's what I've noticed. Like, it's constant. Like, they're all, whenever, you know, we talk about, oh, how tall are you? Like, 5'11", 5'11", 5'11". I'm like,
Wow.
why are y'all all like the same height? You know, it's 5'11" on up, really. But I'm not crazy about that, but I'm just saying that's what I've gotten a lot. And, you know, the emotional maturity is just not there. The spiritual maturity especially is not there. And I don't want to feel like I'm raising someone, you know, or I won't say teaching. I'll settle with raising, because obviously we're gonna, you know, teach each other and stuff like that, different things, and learn from each other. But yeah, it's more so of I'm at a place where I'm content with really getting down to what I like and what, you know, I don't like, what I will tolerate, what I won't tolerate. And, you know, just honestly, besides that, just navigating me and what I want my life to look like, you know, as an individual, you know, before I mean, honestly, to set myself up to be a wife and stuff. So preparing for that. I'm not trying to be just a somebody's girlfriend, like, no. So yeah, that's just that's the why.
Do you think that you're attracting them? You know, I'm just trying to see. Not saying that you're not, because we do. You know, at different times, you know, certain things are being attracted by us, by whatever we're musing on. Some of us who have been in defensive driving, for whatever reason, they share with us. They share with us that in defensive driving, they say you look where you want to go. So sometimes, yes, we can attract people because we constantly look at this particular piece. But do you think that people can, you know, that, like Elaine says, the opposer, do you think that the opposer can send people as well?
Oh, 100%. I know we be sending people. I know he does. I feel like it could have been both, attracting and just them coming, to be honest. Because I realized where my mindset was and the type of people that I would attract, you know, when I was of a positive, you know, mindset versus when I was functioning from a negative mindset and stuff, like the different people that would really come into my life in those different periods of time. So it's just like, I do feel like that does play, you know, a part, and also just what you accept at the end of the day. Like, it's not like some of these things, these red flags or whatever, or things that you don't want to tolerate doesn't, you know, present themselves. They do. It's just, you're like, you know, maybe his potential, you know, this, that, and the third, you know, giving the benefit of the doubt. Or honestly functioning from just a high level of desperation that you just accept it and just pray that it gets better. So it's just like, no, like, that's, so I definitely feel like it could have been either or in my case.
I love being single.
Status.
I'm sorry, I love being single. I would say because there's just so, in the time of my life that I'm in, it's just so much that I'm just learning about myself. And I feel like, or I kind of know that I just wouldn't have the, like, time and mental capacity to just be, like, almost all about learning myself or whatever, because been there. And just it's just being at the age, that I am, it's like, it's just not, I feel, beneficial. It's extremely stressful. I feel like to me, it's just too much. It's just another headache that I just don't need to have, I feel. Yeah. So I love being single. I have truly enjoyed it, honestly.
Okay.
Okay, so no, I'm not in a relationship.
Okay.
Do I like being in a not being in a relationship? There are, pros and cons, I guess, of learning being single again. That I've had to, come more into. I've enjoyed the growth that I've seen in myself. So I can say, yeah, that I like being, single.
So what kind of growth?
Just being able to actually, like, I guess, explore myself fully, without any sort of baggage, whether it be good or bad, or, just anything that you have that comes with being in a relationship.
So there's baggage in relationships.
Yes, there's baggage in relationship. But yeah, I think just being able to have the freedom to, not worry about, what someone might be thinking or anything like that. Just being able to, do my own thing, without just, I mean, I think y'all get what I'm saying.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
You're doing fine. You're only in the hot seat, but you're doing great.
That's probably why I'm sweating. But yeah, I think just being able to take the time out to explore myself and learn myself more, I'm only 19. I got time.
Yeah.
So
You're single by choice?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Single by choice. Because you choose to get in a relationship, so you have to choose to be single. Just that same way. So yeah.
So it's not
I
like
think,
you single because you don't feel like you can get a man.
No, I know I can get one. Snap a little finger.
All right.
Oh my.
Are you in a relationship now?
No, I'm not.
That was quick.
I thought I was gonna get it right there.
And why? Let me put it right there. Are you in a relationship now, and why?
Why?
Or
Okay.
why not?
I'm gonna sip on that.
Why or why not? Yeah, I guess the best way I could put it is Walmart always sells out. Chanel doesn't. So,
Well, hold on now. Okay.
so
Walmart
yeah,
always
like
sells out.
I'm
Chanel doesn't.
waiting for
Okay.
that person that, comes with the extra, not
With the
the
Chanel
cheap.
bag.
No, mama.
Okay, I'm seeing.
I'm saying I'm Chanel.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
like,
it.
you gotta have some means in order to actually approach your girl. You can't come at your girl cheapening me, okay? That's what I mean.
I think, and not to go scripture, but in the scripture, it talks about, I like in Second Ezra, where it talks about gold, silver, bronze, and then clay, and so on and so forth, and how, or iron, then clay, and everything. He says, which one, the one that's more abundant is not as
Common.
that's not as that's more abundant. It's not as valuable as that is, not come by or easy to come by, because gold you gotta dig, you gotta go for it. Diamonds. Anyway,
True. And then I think of the scripture too in Proverbs where it talks about a virtuous woman.
her worth and her value.
Price, her worth is far above rubies.
Exactly.
So where did that thought process come from?
Waiting for the person to come that has, I want to say all the core values. Maybe that's wrong, but I want to say all the core values that I align with.
Okay.
And yeah, right now it's just like I'm not really searching for it, but I'm also not. I'm patient. I'm okay. Like, yeah. So I feel like anybody else that, can come with what I already have, would be a bonus right now. So, but I just haven't met that person yet. But I have dated, some people to figure out if they have it or not. But yeah, I've met some pretty good guys, but it's like the spiritual aspect for me that they lack.
Yes.
So
okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
So yeah, I think that's one of my main reasons why I am single right now.
Do you like being single?
Would I be considered single?
Well, let's talk about that.
I guess.
Yeah, you are until
Yes.
it's
Okay. Right.
it's done. So we hadn't gone. So as a single young woman,
Yeah.
Let's go. Even if you go back to 2020.
Ooh. I guess it depends on how you look at it, really. Because you could choose to complain and say I'm forever alone, or you could choose to, I guess, prepare yourself for what you want. So I guess for me, I guess I do enjoy it. I always love the word contentment. Yeah, because if you actually look up the meaning, it means a peaceful happiness. And where you're not feeling like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, but you're like, no, I'm secure in myself. I'm secure in where I'm at. And not feeling like you have to, I guess, do anything but please the Father. And since my focus was on myself and on my spiritual journey, then it made it a little bit, I guess, not even a little bit, but a whole lot easier, because it was like, okay, I was surrendering my timeline on when I thought things were going to happen. I had written, and it's really bad, but in a sense, I kind of wrote myself off. I was like, oh, the next 5 years, when I turn 25, he gonna come. The Most High gonna work it out. And when you finally surrender that timeline, when you're not looking for something to complete you, and you're complete yourself, and how do I feel around you? If I don't feel like you're bringing clarity, it's not, So I definitely think that that was one of the best times, because I had to ground myself in who I was and who I am, and just being sure of that.
Yeah.
If anything, just so you're not swayed, I guess, by any and everything.
Yeah.
Because any and everything came my way. So
That's right.
Yeah.
So in the preparation, had you been distracted by some other things, then maybe you would have dealt with them differently.
Yeah.
And it could have been more of a hindrance than a help.
Oh yeah.
Even though you don't like going through the challenges.
Yeah.
But the challenges, understanding the challenges,
They're necessary.
They're necessary.
They do. Absolutely.
Elaine said something this past year that was just phenomenal to me, and it's been a blessing to me. She said, so basically you embraced your winter time. That life happens in seasons.
Yeah.
So some people fight to not have a winter time. Now, winter time doesn't mean that everything dies away, because I've heard it said that everything dies away. No, there are vegetables and so on and so forth that grow in winter.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. There is sustenance in winter as well. It's just not that it's a cold, dormant period in your life sometimes. So, and it positions you for spring.
Yes.
So core values. What would be the
core values?
Why would now you apologize for it, which I feel maybe you shouldn't.
Right. Because core values are necessary.
Yeah.
They're pertinent.
Especially meeting them all, because one. But no, I want to get from you. I don't want to share my view of why the core values are the key.
Right.
But why are core values key for you?
Because I feel like if I want to know that you are stable on your own, that even if I may not be, or I may waver in some ways, you can keep me grounded. You can remind me of where remind me of my core values and hold me accountable to them, rather than just being like, oh, she's just trying to figure it out or whatever. Like, no, making sure that we both, if either one of us waver, we can align each other right, back to the same things. But
that's good.
The core values that I do have.
I was okay. Go ahead, because that's where I was going. Was like, okay, what are they? Can you share your core values with us?
Yeah. So the core values that I do have, for one, it's like, of course, family, because we're so tight. So, you having a relationship with, your family, and even if you don't, wanting a relationship with mine would be extremely important to me. And then aside from that, I think as far as goals and our visions, you know, does that align as well? Where could we, even if he's doing something completely different than I am, you know, we can come together and complement each other on, you know, one thing. For whatever season we're in, anything that we're working on. But aside from that, you know, also is the spiritual core value. And that's what I found is like really, really lacking. It's because I feel like you would know what it takes to be a husband and a man in my life. If you know how a man is spiritually, you know, and how to maintain yourself, you know, spiritually, how to love me, you know, and me loving you back and stuff, what to expect from me, that it's not like, oh, whatever society says, you know, you have that blueprint and you have that relationship with the Most High to tell you, you know, and if you have the Spirit, you would know what I'm doing, and, you know, being able to, because I think I spoke to y'all about the whole emotional intelligence thing, you know, with the previous guy that I dated or whatever.
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence is like so. Yes, it's so important. I think we're lacking that, and aside from that, self-awareness. So,
well, that's a part of emotional intelligence.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Those four areas.
Yes. So, yeah, those would have to be my core values.
Okay. Now, in our book, Manage Your Marriage, Master the Workplace, we talk about, I think it's in the first chapter, removing from your vocabulary, you should know this. So, how would he know, based on, as far as his core values, where would he get that information from on how to be a husband? Because one of the things, you know, we do have, male and female, we have a daddy crisis where, you know, most don't know what to expect. When I was doing my fatherhood work, you know, when I went to the barbershop, there were ladies in the barbershop on Saturday, getting their son's haircut. So they were like, we want to know about fatherhood too. Because what I realized is I didn't have a father at home. So I don't know, you know, the relationships I've been in didn't work out because, you know, I didn't know how or what to expect of him as a father.
Right.
So where would he get this information on how to be a husband and a father?
To Anna Joy.
I would definitely say, obviously the scriptures. It's like I said, from, you know, the Most High, that being the blueprint. Right. Aside from that, you know, actively looking for someone that you know, you've seen has is a good father, or, you know, would you say is a good husband? And, you know,
so examples.
Yeah, good examples in, you know, in his life, but, you know, be seeking that, because I know for myself, like some of my friends are married and I'm like, oh, I want to be like you know, not in the sense where I want to live in their skin, but just like how they support their husband, you know, or how they even balance themselves, you know, and keep themselves afloat, you know. Like one of my friends, she became a new mother, you know, this is her first child. That's, you know, territory that she's unfamiliar with, you know, herself, but she has her siblings that, you know, to look from that from, you know. And so for me, obviously y'all are marriage coaches, you know, like my blueprint would be y'all, but anything else that I could, you know, learn would be from the scriptures. And that's why I've been like trying to study, you know, before even looking at exactly marriage, you know, and as far as the scriptures is concerned, looking at what the women of the scriptures did, you know, and what I can apply and add to my life, you know. So yeah, that's where I would consider good sources to find.
Awesome.
And I think it's beautiful that you have some peers, you know, that are you know, married and starting a family, right? You know, and like you're saying, that are positive. So that's a good thing. You need that. That keeps you well-rounded,
right?
As well.
Even if I'm not like looking for marriage right now, it's just like, oh, it's good to have. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
I'll say for me, they've definitely changed with me being single again now. And I've been more attentive to it, I guess. As far as what I do and don't want, you know.
So, speaking of core values,
Okay.
could you share 3 of yours?
Oh, that's a good one. Your faith, what you believe. That to me is very important because even in our faith or our culture, there are still different versions. You know, so we still having to even the more vet people with what they truly agree with. I'll say, oh, that's a good one. I'm trying to think.
See, I got her.
You got me. You got me with that one. Like as a major core value, I'm trying to think of what. Like, can y'all give me some examples of like what would qualify as a core value?
Maybe how do you function with your finances?
How do
you function with the relationship? I'll
say a second one would probably be how you function outside of us, if that makes sense. Like outside of me and you as a significant other, or you know, interest or anything. How do you function outside of that? You know,
so when he's not around you.
Yeah, like that's what really counts. Because nowadays it's easy to not see people in that light, you know, to not see people around their friends, to not see people around, you know, the people who, you know, they just totally laxed with. Just sad. Yeah, so I feel like to me that is important, being able to see that. I don't know if that would qualify as a core value.
What do you consider that are good qualities that you look for in a significant other? You know, in as far as going into a relationship.
One thing for sure is he has to have a backbone. He has to have a backbone. That's been my number one thing. Like,
so backbone. What do you? Yeah, like, paint that picture.
Someone who takes charge and initiative. You know, is 100%. You know, willing and dedicated to being a servant as well as a leader, you know, like, and with different situations, you know, holding their own, you know, like not, you know, being okay with being wrong sometimes, but owning their truth or whatever with whatever, you know, had gone down, and not backtracking and, you know, people pleasing and, you know, going with the flow of whatever, you know, my homie said and all this kind of stuff. Like, a lot of people do that. A lot of guys do that. They do whatever their homies deem is cool. As long as they have their homies' approval, they'll do it, you know. So I'm just like, nah. Have a backbone.
Initiative. I need to see initiative. It doesn't just have to be with me, but just like in like everyday life, almost like with your family, with like just certain things. Like, I have to see initiative, and I feel like Daddy, you played a huge part in modeling that. And so like when I don't see initiative, it's just like, okay. All right. So initiative is definitely one of the big things for me. And then that also plays into approaching me, because I'm sorry, but I don't take hints. It's not. It's just, it's games to me.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the courage or gumption, or you won't sacrifice a little piece of your ego by maybe getting rejected or whatever for me, and you see the value, like, okay, and maybe I need to just go ahead and move in on this one, because first of all, I already know she's beautiful. Somebody gonna snatch her up somehow, some win or whatever. So it's like, if like, even if you don't have the courage, do it anyway, because I'll see that. And then even so, you still had enough confidence to come up to me or whatever. So it's like, in those types of things, having initiative in different areas, it speaks volumes. And it goes like across the board with a lot of different things. So, I mean, yeah, so that's one of the things. Let me see. I feel like core values seep through everything. So, this is hard.
But how do you get to the core values if you don't first,
be approached?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or talk. So I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. As as far as first as far as the approach thing, you can't get any further, and it doesn't have to be a let me see, type thing just because or whatnot. So
because I think you're saying like you're not going to pursue. Yeah. So if you want, a friendship, if you want, to engage,
to learn more, click here.
Right.
So if I want to learn more,
no, I'm saying that's that's what you're saying. It's like if you, if you find interest here, then show some initiative, and then you're also saying show some initiative as far as like what goals in life,
how you function. Go ahead.
Just how you function or whatever. Because like, I think about a time when I modeled this or whatever. So a lot of the time, like, I want to be like the person that I would want to be with. So because of that, and I see initiative in myself, of course I'm gonna see initiative in who I want to be with.
Yeah.
So time was Sukkot, Feast of Tabernacles. Like, our hands was in everything or whatever. I was helping serving food and stuff like that. I was helping clean up, like all that type of stuff or whatever. Like, people didn't have to ask for me to do it. It was just, oh, y'all need help here? Oh, y'all need help there or whatever. And I just got up and did it and stuff. So it's like, just in functioning like that in itself, like, don't just be sitting there idly. Like, it's like, do something or whatever. Any way that you can help and stuff like that. Don't stretch yourself too thin, but at the same time, reach out that helping hand if you got it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I can want someone that has respect that, has the same morals and values, but am I keeping my own morals and my values?
Right.
It's so much that goes into it, but.
And that's so true, because there's so many lessons that can come out of this. I mean, because if you can't be the person that you want to marry. Like, so many people look at, I want to marry a person like this and like that. But are you that person?
Right.
Are you that individual with the character, with who doesn't lie, who has integrity and who serves, people? And are you the type of person who, has a good outlook on life, a positive outlook? Are you the type of person that's encouraging? Are you the type of person that is spiritual? Are you a studier of the word? So many times we want those things, but we don't become those things.
Examine thyself.
Examine
thyself. And it's not even just for that moment right then, but it's like, okay, later on down the line, let's say if that person were to get sick, could they take care of my child? Could they do, they may show it now, but that might be in that one aspect of their life. So just looking on, I guess, all spectrums. But I think that's a funny, because the reason why I laughed is because what I thought of was July of last year. That was my prayer. I had literally prayed. I was like, Father, if he's the one, then let my Father approve. If he's not the one, please just let him know, that he's not it. And I remember just crying that night, and I get emotional about it because it's like, wow. But I remember praying that, like, wow, okay, if this is supposed to be, you would make for sure. Specifically, I said my father, and it literally felt like...
Oh, not your mother.
Okay, no. It's not that, it's just, as a girl, or a young woman at that, you want for your father to approve. But it was more so because your physical father is, in a sense, just like Abba, just like, the Most High is.
Absolutely.
He wants the best for us. Right, he wants the best for us. He'll correct us, but it's only because he loves us. Because, a lot of times we can get in our feelings and manipulate ourselves and get delusional and then start to say, oh, well, maybe he is. Well, he does this like my dad. He does this. He does this.
You would want to be led of the Father.
Right.
Yeah,
and I've told y'all all y'all's lives that I am not going to let you know if I approve of somebody or not. Because I need you to hear from him. I need you to have that experience.
Right.
And function from that experience that solidifies your walk with him. Because I kid you not, I say just because from our experience, being with the man who has the authority, have a particular spiritual authority in the spirit realm to be able to handle business when things happen.
Right.
Elaine died on the cross, and two. Let me clarify, guys, before we start pounding our chest and no. It is when you become as a little child before the Father, and function with Him. He can use you in whatever way and empower you in whatever way. Because at the time that I get the call that my wife is being life flighted. Well, she wasn't my wife at the time. She was my fiance at the time. It was being life flighted. I could go to battle for her.
absolutely.
Just as the Messiah went to battle for us. Right? So, that's a prerequisite. You was going to say something?
I was going to interject in that, as far as the, to be able to speak life into, one another is key.